Welcome to the How to Heal podcast, the show where we explore real life stories and practical tools to thrive. I'm your host, Lindsay Trimarchi Richter, and through over a 15-year journey of all things healing, I'm here to hook it up. If you're feeling overwhelmed, looking for a deeper connection, or straight up in a psychospiritual crisis, I got you covered. Let's unearth your unique elixir to purpose, peace, and progress. Here we go. As a heads up, this episode does have quite a bit of profanity, so if your little ones are near, put their earmuffs on or listen to it later. Let's get started. Should I literally wear my sunglasses at night while recording this episode? I don't know. Mental energetics. That's the name of tonight's episode. Mental energetics. All right. So obviously I can teach about confidence because I'm coming on here like a maniac with mad confidence. So this episode is about embodying confidence. My confidants. Welcome back to the How to Heal podcast with Lindsay Trimarchi Richter, your confident maniac. And I just want to say that this project is really just gonna like go and flow. We'll see what comes out of it. We'll see what doesn't. We'll see how it changes, and we'll see how I vibe. I literally want to add, I want to be a value add, motherfucker. Value add. So I want you to have fun here and like legitimately learning important shit. So today we're talking about embodying confidence. And confidence in this context, it's the same as resiliency in this context. When you're confident, you can just bounce back. You are not afraid to make mistakes or take risks in social contexts. You're not afraid to be bold. You're not afraid to speak your mind. You're there to charm and impress everyone around you. And that is confidence embodied. I think a fundamental piece of confidence also comes from the mentality around knowing that you're tending to your physical needs, knowing that you're strong. That's where I talk about the resilience piece, knowing that you're going to bounce back, not only from the conversation that's happening that you may have made embarrassed yourself, but like physically, the ability to just be like, I'm a boss. I'll pick this shit up and clean it up. No problem. Let's go. I don't need to ask somebody where the broom is. Like, let's get this shit cleaned up. The fundamental piece of it is just the fact that you're tending to the physical needs of, not only yourself, but the situation. They always say that the first thing you do, you make your bed, and that's like your first win for the day. It's an easy win for the day. It's the same thing. It's just like, what are you doing to tend to yourself, to give yourself the confidence to know that you're doing the right thing? I ate so much pizza tonight for dinner. So yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to get through this episode, but we'll figure it out. So there are a few things I want to talk about tonight, and that is this idea that it's better to sit with the discontent of something that pisses you off, mostly around someone else. So like if you have the urge to go and call your friend or whoever to talk shit about someone else, the ability to hold on to that feeling, and instead of like going there in your mind and be like, I'm going to go and tell this other person like X, Y, and Z about what this person is doing because it's so annoying. Your ability to sit with that feeling of discontent, disgust, dissatisfaction, annoyance, all the things builds like a resiliency around the intolerance for it going forward, which makes you more intolerant of things that just are not for you. And when you don't take the things in that are just not for you, you have just a natural confidence about you. It's a natural confidence. I think back to like when I was like young. I remember I was working at a marina in Montauk. I would go out to Montauk every summer from when I was like 11 to 20 22 or something, 21. And I worked the front desk of my uncle's boat rental. And I was just confident. Like, and I think about like what made me confident. And it was just the fact that shit needed to get done. It just needed to get done. If I wasn't doing it, who was doing it? And really just taking matters into my own hands. And I see people, and I've experienced it myself sometimes when there's just like a sort of lack of decisiveness, and there's a lack of diligence and thoroughness. And guys, like we just there's a and if you want to just think about it, it's like a level of procrastination, right? So like when you're procrastinating and you're like, oh my God, like I know I should be doing this and I shouldn't be doing this. Like I know I'm doing this shitty, but like I'm too overwhelmed, so I'm going to keep doing it shitty. Like just know that you're allowed to have those moments of just being lazy or complacent or whatever, but recognize that you're in that cycle and know that it is worth it to be decisive, hardworking, diligent. You are worth making the mindset shift of, I can fucking do this. You are worth the mindset shift of, what do I need to give myself right now so that I can get in the better headspace to handle what I need to handle because I'm falling the fuck short. And I know what it's like to be in the space of just continuing to fail and then being like, how much can I get away with? Like, how much can I fuck up until I really like get fired? I really like gain all this weight I can't lose. I really feel like the shittiest piece of shit ever. A lot of curses in this episode, guys. Sorry, it's just how it is today. But like, how much can I get away with continuing to make these bad decisions? That mentality creates this level of complacency that can be seen, far out from where you are. So if you think you're getting away with something, you're not. And then also it's just like when you don't acknowledge that that's the mentality that you have, there is just like you have a lot more hurdles to cross in order to get to a place where you're like, okay, I'm fucking up here, but I'm ultimately a hard worker. I'm ultimately like, a good employee or good to my body or a good partner or, and the list goes on, a good friend, like whatever it is. But confidence comes from when you know you're doing the right thing. And more specifically, when you know you can do hard things and you do them. You sit down and you're diligent about doing a hard thing when you don't want to do it. That's where confidence comes in. Confidence comes in when you stay at work late, when everyone's out of the office, and you're just like, you know what? I'm here because I need to be here, because I need to put in the bank. I need to fill up the tank. I need to keep building. I need to keep proving to myself that I'm doing the hard shit. That's where the confidence comes in. Knowing that you work your ass off. And listen, there's a lot of things going on around right now where it's like, oh, well, life should be easy. And we're going from, hardworking to allowing. And yes, 100%. But there can be hard work that doesn't come at a physical expense to yourself. There can be hard work that is rewarding. There is hard work that fills your tank. So you have to look at it that way. Like you can't just you can't just manifest yourself into like you work for it. You put in the work. You put in the bank. You make sure that you're doing the things that you need to do that are not so easy because you know that they're the right thing to do. And that's where the confidence piece comes in. You're like, yeah, I'm confident as fuck because I'm fly. I'm smart. I'm like I know what I'm doing. I I know what you're talking about. I already did it. I studied it. I learned it. I did it. I know it. And, just circling back to that idea of allowing you to sit with the feelings of discontent of things that you're intolerant of. Going back and talking shit decreases your intolerance for it. So you just continue to accept it. So it's all about this mental resiliency. Mental resiliency. That is where you get your confidence. You can take a hit. You can go back 5 steps in confidence and then go forward 10. And you're not always confident. There are things that you learn in life that you become confident at, and then there are things that you realize that you have no idea what you're talking about and you're not confident and you have to learn. So it's not just like, oh, I'm confident, like there's so many times that I would just, guys, like, I remember when I first started dating my husband, I went to this house party and these people were like, "Oh my God, I'm going to follow this girl." There was some sort of like scavenger hunt or something, or like we had to like find things around the house. It was like a mystery. We had clues. We had to go find things. And these people were like, "I'm listening to you." Big mistake. I had no idea what I was doing. I literally was running up to the second floor of the house where it was like out of bounds, not part of the game. But the reason that these people were following me is because like just my the air about me is very I can handle this better than you. And I don't even want to say it's fake it till you make it because it's really not. It literally has just been there have been so many situations in my life where I'm just like, you are not competent to handle this the way I'm able to handle it. But the fact is like I don't use my wits about me all the time. Like I don't have my wits about me all of the time. It's just a funny example of how you can be confident and fuck up at the same time. You just have to be okay with both. You have to be okay with both. I knew I wasn't good at this shit. It's like putting me into a bar at trivia. Like next, unsubscribe. I will not do that. Like I'm not good at trivia. I knew I wasn't going to be good at this clue game. I knew it. But I took the compliments and I ran with it, and I was also stoned. So listen, just an example of the give and the take. Okay. So I also just want to come back to this idea of like this indecisive, procrastinating mentality. It's just like the smallest shift from I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I'm too stressed out to do it. Why am I not doing it? To just a little bit more positive, a little bit more positive. Say, I'm not doing this, but I know I can do it if I wanted to. I know I can do it if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. Like, maybe I'll just open my email right now. Maybe I'll just open it up on my desktop for a second. Okay, maybe I'll just look at the first email. Maybe I'll just, and just inch by inch by inch by inch. Give yourself an inch, and pretty soon you will take a foot. So if you're procrastinating, just know that number one, sometimes procrastination is necessary, especially for certain people, but just honor the fact that you need a break and then give yourself the break and think the next best thought. The last thing I wanted to talk about around mental energetics and embodying confidence is this idea that you need to be an earner. Because for so long, like I was raised by an Italian father who was the oldest of 7 boys, came from nothing, always was money is the most important thing. Money is the most important thing. You have to make money. That's what's going to make you successful. Da, 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 da. And for so long, I identified with this idea that money was the thing that had the most stability, afforded me the most options, was the safest thing, was the most important thing, and really defined who I was because I wasn't ever not earning. Like literally, I started earning at 11 years old at working, as I mentioned, working at that marina in Montauk. I then started hosting tables in the city when I was 15. I always earned. I just want to put this into perspective because I think that a lot of us are like, okay, if I earn, I'm adding value. And I just want to say, not all of us can earn all of the time. If everyone is earning all of the time, who the fuck is nurturing? And we need nurture, guys. Like, we need nurturing. We need to nurture ourselves. We need to nurture our partners. We need to nurture our children. And I think that there's a difference between being complacent, earning versus being complacent. There's definitely just like a middle ground there. You can be earning, and if you were fortunate enough to pay attention to your finances and manage and learn to manage your finances and learn to put away, and you know what it takes to put in the bank. And on the same token, it's like if you're nurturing not only other people, but yourself while you're not earning. And you are tending to your self care, doing the reflection that you need to do to be a better person, setting different goals for yourself, feeling into the things that are uncomfortable, healing your body, healing your mind, healing your emotions. These are things that are so necessary. When we are not earning, it does free up a lot of space and we can optimize that space. We don't always need to be earning. So if you're in a position that maybe you got laid off and you're not earning, or maybe you're a mom, a new mom, and you're not earning, or maybe you are just not earning for whatever reason, know that you have now a ton of resources to put into yourself so that you can better position yourself to earn. When we fill our cup, we are so much better positioned to earn exponentially more going forward. Sometimes there's just a season. There, like life has seasons. Sometimes we earn. Sometimes we sit back. Sometimes, it's not always work, 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 work. There are seasons, and we are not built to function in a work, 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 work capacity, especially as women. And I would even say men. Like there's a time to enjoy. We have to integrate. We have to integrate work and play. We can't always be starving, clamoring at the next 100,000. It can't, it's not a productive way to reinvest into yourself. You have to be okay with stepping back, taking a hit, and reinvesting in yourself. So don't always think that life is going to be like earning status, making millions. It's just not a wise use of your time. You will work harder instead of smarter. So I guess that's the last thing is like work smarter, not harder. And there's a balance for that because when you work hard, there is a level of confidence that comes with that hard work. But when you understand that delicate balance of working hard versus working smart, and you don't take advantage and you don't get complacent, that is when you can truly embody confidence where people are like, you know what? She's not killing herself all the time and just being working overtime, but she's actually doing things that I want to do for myself. And I respect that. That is exuding confidence. So I just want to say confidence it comes from being strong. And we cannot be strong when we're constantly filling the tank of someone else's car. We can't. It's not authentic. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode. I'm heading to London on Wednesday. I'm thrilled. So I'm going to take some branding photos. I'm going to wear this hat and my glasses. So if you're digging this information, if you're digging this vibe, I love you. I'll see you on the next episode.